One of the most forgotten consoles, the Xbox One. It's an unusual one, and it doesn't have many exclusives.
Yeah, we sort of applied a rule to this of if it came out on the Xbox One and the Game Pass, it's an exclusive. Yes, it came out on PC, but if we didn't include this rule, we think we would have had like 9 games.
Yeah, there was 17 true exclusives, and the majority of them were like Indie Shovel or Connect Shovel.
Yeah.
With like barely any music, so yeah, we had to bend the rules quite a few times. Usually we just do solid version exclusives. This console, it was just a game console. That was it. It had like no character at all. I've got one game what was PS4 and Xbox One release, but it was one of my favourite games from this console, so I did have an Xbox One. I can't remember why I got rid of it, but I've been hating on Xbox and Microsoft for quite a few years now because they fucked me over with my account.
Oh yeah. See, I feel like the Game Pass was one of the smartest things they've ever done, which is basically, well, the game's exclusive to Xbox. We'll put it on PC as well because extra money. But now Game Pass has gone a little bit out because of how expensive it is.
Yeah, I feel like
back when it came out, I think it was like £1 a month, or like £3 a month,
like 20 odd quid,
something like that. Yeah, but like everyone was just like, well, £3 a month. What's that? Like a small coffee? And it's just like, and I just get to download any game I want on that list and just play it.
Yeah.
So back then it was worthwhile. Now it's just like,
Now you're taking the piss.
It's like it is. You still could play anything what's on it, but it's just like, well, most of the games now are like,
it's not as throwaway, is it?
No,
you probably put worse games in it. Or to be fair, the PlayStation do something similar, and some of their game choices are pretty decent, but usually from like the year before. Most consoles will usually have like a pretty decent amount of exclusives, won't they? Whereas Xbox are just like, if you want to use this as a DVD player, why not?
Was Xbox One the one where they wanted it online only at first? I think it was, and then everyone took the piss out of them, so they went, "Oh, we'll take that back," and just went, "Instead, we'll just have it as the one entertainment system."
Yeah, they did. I forgot about that. Yeah.
When they're like, "Oh, you can't trade your games," and then PlayStation released a video of how to trade games with your friend. You just went.
Oh, the console wars were so fun, weren't they?
I have a feeling now, though, because of lockdown as well, everyone got like that huge surplus of money, didn't they? And I feel like most people got either a really good laptop or an actual PC.
Well, that was the other thing. You're either a die-hard Xbox fan or you're just a PC gamer. You better play most of these anyway.
The best one I saw a few years ago was people like the console wars, and someone just as a little joke went, "Well, I'm part of the PC Master Race, so I don't care about these petty squabbles." And this Xbox guy came and started attacking him, and he just responded with, "You do realise 90% of computers are owned by Microsoft, yeah?" It's like we are at war with PlayStation. You turn around and shoot your friend because he's wearing a different uniform.
So, anyway, we are Analogue to Stereo, and today we are doing, well, it's sort of a top 10 each, so the top 20 Xbox One soundtrack. With a couple of sneaky ones in there.
So how did you find it doing this list? Because obviously the lack of games.
Yeah, well, funnily enough, there's like 2 of my favourite game songs of all time. I managed to get in my list.
There were a couple of games I struggled with, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, I think the biggest disappointment was Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, I
couldn't even put it in my list, and I was like, "Oh, do you want it?" Because I thought it was a decent game from what I played, so I thought, at least we could talk about it. And you was just like, No.
I think my actual message was, no, you can have it.
Also, yeah. So I thought, right, I'll hold my nose and I'll pick it. And then a couple of other games popped up. I remembered a game as well, which I've been thinking about for years, so I was buzzing with that. So yeah, Dead Rising 3 might make an appearance in Annoying Songs in the future.
Yeah. As soon as you mentioned it, I went, oh yeah.
I think the first one I listened to, it's just like, I think it was a boss battle, and all the way through it goes.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? Kill with fire.
So yeah, since you hosted it, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Powerstar Golf, the 19th hole. Obviously, a Connect game. Obviously, maybe wanted to get a bit of the Wii Sports money, maybe.
Yeah.
But not bad. I feel like I recognise that name as well, Richard Jacks.
Catchy.
Yeah.
Well, there are levels to it, so it's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's basic but fun. What you want for a family sports game.
You've got to remember, this isn't like a proper serious game, is it?
No.
I mean, you might have to get serious after a couple of beers with your family, but...
Why is there not a golf club attachment for my controller? So yeah, it had like every character had their own theme. Every hole had like 2 themes to it.
Alright.
I think it's like the last section of each hole had like its own tensor theme.
Right.
So that's pretty cool, dynamic soundtrack. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Number 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
It also highlights the sort of games what the Xbox One exclusives it was going in with.
Yeah. So my number 10 is Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I forgot to look. Was this the first one of the reboots?
Yes.
Or was this the last one?
Tomb Raider was the first one.
Because I couldn't remember if the Rise of the Tomb Raider was like the
Oh
last
no,
one.
Rise of the Tomb Raider was the last one.
Yeah, so I actually haven't played this
So
one.
maybe this one is, because I don't think the third one was an exclusive.
I think it was either like a timed exclusive or exclusive.
But
on, like,
I played through the first one
Yeah.
to completion, and I really enjoyed the first one.
Oh, I never played any of the other
No,
ones.
I didn't play any of the other ones.
It's weird that, innit? Sometimes you're like, bash a game start to finish, you're like, oh my god, that was such a sick game, and then you just never touch the series again. You're like, oh.
I am looking forward to the reboot though, because
Yeah.
they are rebooting this, and I'm looking, because Tomb Raider is just a good series.
Yeah, it's class, isn't it? Oh, like,
But the reason why I picked this one is I just like how they sort of go like this orchestral route with it. Did you expect like Tomb Raider to be quite dark and like grungy?
yeah.
But it's quite like uplifting. Obviously, it's like probably the end of the credits.
Yeah.
But it's just got that like you can still feel Lara Croft in the music.
Yeah, like the adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah, very epic, yeah. Definitely.
like the swells and everything is just.
Yeah, because if I remember, I'm probably wrong, but from the first game, I remember most of it just being like very tense.
Yeah.
But obviously, a lot of shit happens.
I was going to say, yeah, a lot of the first one is just Lara Croft getting absolutely bullied.
I remember like playing the first like hour, and just like when she gets captured and you've got to swing and like break her bones and all.
You've
that,
got
like,
to swing to set the rope on fire to then drop you about 30 foot to then like land on your shoulder, and it's just there like, ugh! I'm sure like you land on a spike or something, and it's.
Oh. And then once you get the bow and arrow, you're like, oh yeah, time to die.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like both of us have got a soft spot for Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And
it's like a childhood game.
But like this,
they're on like the what, the third or fourth reboot now.
Yeah. But like this music is just really, because it encapsulates like, because obviously she's British, so it encapsulates like that little posh like what people think British actually is.
Yeah.
And like just Lara Croft in general, but like serious adventure person, but then that darkness of.
I was just gonna say, there's a good few dark tones in there as well. Like you say, there's always like supernatural stuff in the tombs, and
yeah,
so you've got a bit of dark and mysterious vibes going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good soundtrack overall. I just feel like this one was just the most memorable.
Yeah, sometimes it's like the main theme or the end credit ones do sometimes have proper bangers though.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 10.
Yeah, cool little pick.
So the next one is a game I played when I first got the Xbox One, and I loved it. It's Crimson Dragon.
Oh, I didn't think this would be so low. When I first saw it, I thought, I'm sure this is one Dean played. Did you get like a scoreboard on it for online?
No. This was single player. It was like a on-rail shooter.
Yeah, I remember you playing a dragon game.
Yeah, that
like,
was
number such and such in the world.
Century of Ashes. Because I played the beta of that game, and in the beta, I think I got to rank 150th.
Yeah, both the soundtracks to this game was class. The DLC was good as well.
But yeah, I could have put it higher, but I was just there like, the rest of the music isn't. But it's just got that like epic feeling of it, of what you would be if you were sat riding a dragon into battle.
Yeah, some of the orchestra, the choruses, say like the choir sort of thing.
Yeah, chorus was right.
But yeah, it's just class. Very epic fantasy. Just what you want.
But yeah, I love this game. It was so simple. It was just an on-rail shooter. You could do some mad shit on it, and the Century of Ashes was like what I imagined this game to be. like if they carried on the game, like in a sequel, that's how I'd imagined it. But obviously, Century of Ashes was a PvP dragon riding game. But yeah, this one immediately sprang to my mind. I was just like, I need to talk about this game. But there's just so much like tension and build up.
It's class. I love the percussion.
I like the wind.
Yeah, I've just noticed that myself. I think the one what I really liked, it was a bit more like of an upbeat, maybe percussion one. So, very good.
So for you,
I've got Assassin's Creed Unity.
This was the one on release everyone hated.
Yeah, this was like the strange, like they release it in sections.
Unit, I don't think they did.
But yeah, it wasn't a bad soundtrack.
I think it was just buggy on release.
Well, I only listened to part 1 of the soundtrack. Yeah, just what you expect, like moody orchestra.
I still feel like the best Assassin's Creed was Black Flag.
I never played that.
Black Flag. Well, apparently they're doing a remake of it.
Nah, it won't be as good.
If they are, though, I'll be so excited to play Black Flag again. Because to be fair, we all shit on Assassin's Creed. It's like the Sword Art Online for video games. But
it's all sick at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the only reason why we take the piss out of it so much is because it used to be good. Like, look at Assassin's Creed 2.
It's just Ubisoft as well. Yeah.
Yeah, again, Assassin's Creed always had that weird, like, synthy, futuristic thing, because they had that story with the character where they go back in time to the assassins.
Yeah, we mentioned a couple episodes ago, wasn't it, that you said they dropped it?
Yeah, completely dropped it now. Because they changed it from like how old Assassin's Creed used to work into open world, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a cool storyline.
Because I would have loved for them to release an Assassin's Creed game, and with the modern setting, where like your characters go through all this like info on like previous assassins, and then he turns into one to go through the modern day. That's what I thought they were gonna do. I was like, that's such a good idea.
Assassinate real life people.
But yeah, that's where I thought it was gonna go. But nope, they disappointed me by not going that route.
Yeah, it's just another company that makes very unusual choices. Mainly greedy.
Yeah, very greedy. We'll go open world because all these open world games can scam everyone out of money. But yeah, no, talking more about like Assassin's Creed is, I feel like this one's a lot more like softer than the others.
Was this one when they brought like a GB mobile one out at the same time? Is that this?
I don't think it was this one though.
They just churned that many out. It was like hard to keep.
Yeah.
Unless you was like playing it all the time, it's hard to keep up.
I probably would. I know people have gone back and said it's enjoyable after all the fixes and everything like that. So I probably might check it out if I pick it up for cheap.
It definitely will be cheap.
So that's your number 9. What's your number 8?
Halo 5.
Blue team?
This is so low because it's basically Halo, but without any of the character, where they basically just have like stereotypical, very generic action music. Sometimes like sad music, but with a couple of Halo motifs in it.
I've not played a Halo game since 3 ODST.
Right.
3 ODST Reach.
Yeah. Halo 4's story was quite fun because they put like a new race in it, like a new alien species in it, and the guns were sick. So like at the start you've got like the crappy old guns, and then you get like these laser guns, you're just like beep beep beep. Like, oh yeah, this is sick. Didn't get into competitive. And then Halo 5, you play as this team tracking down Master Chief because he's been naughty. And then occasionally you play as Master Chief, but it like swaps between the two, and I remember it just doing my head in. It just weren't that great. Didn't feel like it added anything.
Yeah.
I think they were, might be wrong, but I feel like they was a bit more like the old ODST.
Yeah.
They weren't really a massive fan of anyway.
Well, I have a feeling that they realised that Halo Reach, everyone really liked the story for that. They just went, oh, we need another one of those. Put some more things in, chase down Master Chief, and yeah.
Yeah, so...
Because what was it, Halo 4 when Bungie stopped working on Halo?
The last one was Reach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one was Reach, and then 505 then. But yeah, it's not bad. It's obviously not bad music.
It's definitely not Halo though.
Like there's a couple where sometimes it'll have like the famous chant.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's a couple where it has like, do you know, the off Halo 3. And it's just like that's the only thing about it what's Halo.
But
like,
you could just put this on it any like put it like on a movie or something.
That's what I mean. It's just very generic. Sometimes the percussion on it's pretty cool, but you'll never beat the OG Halo's percussion. Like Halo 2 was just Halo, but with electric guitars on it. Like,
and Halo 3 is just a fucking masterpiece.
So it's just like they've tried to go too serious with it.
Yeah.
There'll be people out there who love this and will strongly disagree with my comments, but it is what it is. See, this sounds cool, but it's still like...
Yeah, there's just not much going on, is there?
Like I say,
it's good. It's good music.
Yeah, if it was on something else, it wouldn't annoy me as much, probably.
So my number 8 is The Storm from Gears 4. I did finish this game because this is before they went open world. Gears
Gears went open.
Yeah,
world.
Gears 5 is open world.
Oh no!
And some of the new weapons in Gears 4 is like, this is sick. Like you see that the one with like the buzz cut.
Yeah, I must have seen it.
Yeah, Gears 4 was pretty solid as a game. Actually, even story wise. I feel like it's the only... Well, I didn't finish Gears 5 because it had the open world curse of I get distracted, go do something, and then realise I've just wasted time. And can't remember if I beat Gears 4 on... Is it Insane? Like the hardest difficulty?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
I know I beat all the other ones on that difficulty. And I can't remember if I beat this one on normal and just went, I'm not doing that again. Or if I did beat it on Insane, just put it on that difficulty first and just went, right, I'll just do it in the first try. Because everyone knows I used to be a huge Gears nerd.
Gears was unbelievable. Gears 1 and 2 was unbelievable.
Even 3 was banging.
I went off it. I think that was what turned me off it, really.
But they are releasing Gears E-Day, where Marcus Phoenix is the main character again.
Did they remake the first one?
Yes, they have. And put it on like PlayStation and stuff.
It was on offer the other day.
Because I was sat laughing at watching when it got released at the PlayStation fans who have never played it before, how they was playing it. Because like they'd be sat there like running, ducking down, doing everything, and you could tell the people had played it before because they just roadie running, covered, just like shotgun out, and I bet the PlayStation fans were like, what the fuck?
Oh, I used to love jumping over the beat like the sandbags and then just chainsawing somebody in.
Well, yeah, I picked this because I think we talked about Gears 1 or 2 in another episode, and I feel like this has just got more character, and because we just said with the original Gears it's very like orchestral, dark, there's not much character. However, I feel like this has got more character and like it's got like a face to it.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I was just gonna say a lot more brighter, but then it did that.
Like you can still tell the world's shit, but it's like more like personal rather than just generic.
Yeah, so it's still got the original Gears vibes in it.
Yeah, but it's just being built up on more rather than being ditched.
Yeah, I did listen to this soundtrack and I did enjoy it as well. There's a couple of like maybe near the end of the game sort of ones where they want more like moderations mixed in with like the dark stuff as well. It's very cool.
But yeah, I just like this song as well because there is quite a lot to it. Like instruments just popping in and just disappearing.
I like it when it just drops in.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so that was my number 8.
That's a cool one.
My number 7 is Halo Wars 2.
Didn't even think about this game. I never played this one, to be fair. Bashed Halo Wars, the original one.
I didn't play this one either.
This sounds more Halo instantly.
This bit reminds me of 13 for some reason. But it's like Halo mixed with Doom.
Yeah. I was going to say it sounded a bit gazy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice listening through the Xbox One and stuff, a lot of it's like very serious. Like Dune as well. Did we say
Dune?
Yeah, very Dune.
But yeah, it's definitely more Halo, isn't it?
Yeah, it just has a couple of like motifs in the background what you can hear.
love that hi-hat.
It's good as well because it's like more war drummy, so it just fits the vibes. You can't go. Sometimes like war soundtracks just sound sick, don't they?
Yeah. But yeah, this is Run Little Demons, as they're like, oh, that must be like near the end of the campaign or something, when you've got all the tech and you're still like, let's go.
Well, it's what the Covenant call the Spartans, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Demons. So maybe you're playing as the baddies.
Yeah,
and just like,
I will summon 5 elites.
Well, I think them big robots, I think they're the other aliens.
Yeah, because in this one they did add that race to it.
Halo 4.
But yeah, just like, obviously they've got like the sci-fi sound, but then they've mixed it with like the humans' percussions, and then like that weird synth for like the new one.
That is cool. Nice little, you can hear like the classic Halo horn and stuff in the background and the strings rising.
What's your 7?
Number 7 is Ryse, Son of Rome.
So the tech demo.
It's cool. I would listen to the soundtrack and it's a good soundtrack, but most of it's like pretty what you'd expect.
Because this was the first game released.
Right. It's what you'd expect from like a.
Oh, did it get delayed? Well, it was like one of the first.
Yeah, like medieval vibes. But I ended up listening through the soundtrack. Thought it was alright, and then I noticed a couple of boss themes were popping up on the recommended. I was like, oh, go on then. So I ended up listening to about 4, and I was just like, yes, they sound epic. Just like heavy percussion. Just the occasional like danger noise coming in. I was like, yeah, this sounds sick. Nothing too crazy, but I just thought this. I bet this is just like.
No, to be fair, some of the set pieces for this game look fucking incredible.
It's nice to get a battle theme in every so often.
Yeah.
I usually avoid them, so I'll break my I'll break my tradition and stick a battle theme in.
Well, for the battle ones, you can always reuse songs.
Well, I thought, where would I use this again?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was cool, but not winning any awards.
Yeah.
Like a bit Japanese.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you're in the wrong continent, my friend. Yasuke shows up.
You ruined it.
You're number 6.
So I have gone for ReCore. So this song's Corrupted. I noticed how like low this soundtrack's view count is, and I listened to it and I was like, this sounds sick.
It's because I don't think the game was very light.
Yeah, was it a clone of what's the PlayStation game with Horizon Dawn?
Oh,
was it like a clone of that?
I think it's something similar, yeah.
Yeah.
As I said, I sort of ignored this game.
I just loved how like it was like action at the start of this track. Reminded me a little bit like Metal Gear sort of.
Yeah.
But then it just stops and just like starts smashing out these massive like orchestral moderations and stuff. I was like, whoa, this sounds sick.
Oh, actually, that's actually really interesting.
So I was like, I've never heard of this game and I want to play it now.
That's actually a really interesting way of doing it.
Yeah, like action and all. But do you know where they're just like popping in the moderations every so I was like, oh, that sounds so good.
You know what? I think I could actually just say, listen to this. You know, while I'm just gaming or something.
Just so many like little, like you said with the Gears of War one where they just keep adding little
Yeah.
bits in. I like the string bit in the background where it's like.
Because I didn't even think about listening to this because I was like, yeah, the game was hated, so.
You know what I mean? It just stops now and it just goes.
Cutscene.
I was listening to it, I was like, whoa! How nice nice is that?
So
I
weird.
wonder if it's like flying or something. See, that's just me all over that. I love that sound, mate. That's so nice. It sounds so free.
Yeah.
And back. Like, yeah, you was flying for a bit, but your spaceship's been shot down now. Whatever. Back to reality.
No, I will admit, really good.
Still, like, such a good piece. This had about 20 odd views on it or something. I was like, wow, people are missing out here. I feel like this could be a hidden gem soundtrack.
Yeah. I actually really like this. It is using the orchestra in a weird, like, dystopian way. Obviously, it's a dystopian world, but it's quite hard to make like dystopian music
Without it sounding sci-fi as well.
Well,
which is
Cyberpunk's the best one, but that makes sense because it's dystopian in the sense of like megacorps are running the city, not like a political power.
Yeah. It still has like a free element.
Yeah, but while like
this
this dystopia is the world's ended and you're trying to survive, so every day is danger, but then that bright, brief little respite you get, it just gets better. Oh, you picked a banger.
I did think about putting this higher. But another game I could talk about the gameplay, so obviously I love my choirs, so it had a bit of everything there.
Yeah, no, this is actually a really good pick. I'm gonna have to check out the soundtrack a bit more. No, you've shot me though, that one. My sixth
I've got a bonus for the middle.
is Titanfall.
You're on your list is surprising me today.
Oh, Titanfall! I love this game. Respawn, I know you're under the crutch of EA and they demand more Apex, but please bring back Titanfall. The movement on this game was insanity and it was just so much fun.
I think this game was the other reason why High Guard was such a kick in the teeth.
Yeah.
Damn you, Jeff Keighley.
Literally, like, I remember one map and it was like all sandy and there was like 4 corridors in the middle underneath and you could just run across it, get behind the back lines and just start gunning them down. You're there like, this is sick.
Yeah, it is a cool mechanic. I remember watching you play this. I don't think I might have had the odd couple of games but been really shit at it. It was one of them where you'd been bashing it, so I was just like, oh, I'll just watch this, looks sick.
But I feel like this is the game that got me into competitiveness because I loved it that much, and the soundtrack isn't the most inspired.
I think we listened to the main theme a few weeks back and that was like, that is a banger to be fair.
But I just like how dull and like there's not much going on apart from like when it kicks off.
I think for like a multiplayer deathmatch type of game, you don't need, like, this is perfect music for it. And it's not as dull as like other games.
I was going through the soundtrack and I put this song on and it immediately just went, my brain just went, oh yeah. I was just like, right, okay, I didn't get
Remember that.
If you get this reaction from me just from like listening, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, this is a
And
banger.
then it just doubles times.
I'm interested to see where this is going to go now.
I think it doesn't go anywhere, to be fair.
There's a couple of minutes though.
So as you said, it's a PvP focused game, so... And also, they did do something really cool with Titanfall 1, which was the story was connected to if you won or lost. But then they changed it for Titanfall 2 because no one liked it. But I was just like, I feel like if you played around with that a bit more.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe give you like the option to reset or something. Like
Well,
that.
you do once you go through it and finish it. You then go back. You can go back and do it.
Alright.
But I feel like your team, would, if you lost, would go against the other team's like losers, and then you be like a competitive ladder. And like the last game was always absolute mayhem because it was almost like the best players playing at that time. 5 is Killer Instinct, made by the famous Mick Gordon. I picked Inferno. Strangely enough, one of the songs without lyrics. But
the soundtrack was gangster.
the intro just sounds Dynasty Warriors coded.
Which is fun. Oh yeah. Into his signature sound.
Doom. But yeah, I'm not. I know I play a lot of fighting games. I didn't really get into KI. But I just sat there listening to it going, right, I could pick any one of these songs. The only problem is, it was going against my other ones. I was like, yeah.
just a proper belters on this.
Proper, like, fighting game.
But like heavy one.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Like, the closest I'd say it's got to, like, this heaviness is Guilty Gear. And, like, sometimes some of their songs are very light and happy. But a lot of them are quite heavy.
Yeah, I did like,
I just love that guitar.
They have 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But both seasons have like the new songs and then it'd have the OG arcade tracks as well. On
That guitar's so good, that screech. Oh.
Definitely epic. 7 minutes as well.
I just swap.
This is the most replay.
It's such a banger.
Yeah, Mick Gordon, legend.
It just keeps going as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Like, I'm a sucker for like vocals, but I heard this and just went, yes.
It's lovely that guitar sound,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Gordon just needs to get on Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors 3 remake with Mick Gordon. Oh!
Just let him do Lou Boo's.
Yeah! Oh, Lou Boo's theme would go off. But yeah, that's my 5. What's yours?
Yeah, number 5 was Limitless from Forza 5. So yeah, this was it was like a mix of like stereotypical, I wouldn't say generic, like what you would think of driving music.
Yeah.
But like epic driving music. But it has like 2 parts of each song, so I'm assuming the first one is like free roam, and then the second part is if you're doing a race or something like that.
Maybe.
Possibly, or it could be last lap maybe. Not quite
I can't remember if
sure.
Motorsport 5 had an open world.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because
but-
it was Horizon which always had the open world. I'm sure someone can let me know if it was open world, but I'm pretty sure Motorsport's always been a bit more serious on like the simulator aspect.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought it was cool.
So it could just be like last lap or something.
yeah,
Or
yeah, I've never played this. I've only played Forza briefly. I think I played one of the original
I was going to
ones.
say, I think we played it on the original Xbox quite a bit.
Was one of them when they had that bright pink Audi TT?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. But isn't it weird how you remember just random shit like that?
I can't remember, but I think mine was a Porsche.
The game, the racing game that I bashed on the Xbox One was The Crew.
Oh, yeah.
And I made like the sickest playlist ever for when I was playing that game.
You got to remember as well, during like most racing games, we put our own music on it.
Maybe that's why they thought we're not paying for licensed ones.
It's not bad actually. I like this bit though because it's like just the gliding across the road sort of feeling.
That's what I thought. That's why it caught me. I was like, do you know what? This is actually sick. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm not listening to Forza, and I was like, do you know what? I was like this at work. Woo!
Right, so you're 4.
So this was the game I was looking for. So this is Massive Chalice. I couldn't remember if it was you or my brother who got me onto this.
I can't.
So basically, it's
The symbol looks familiar to me.
so you basically get a load of families at the start, and I think you have like four people from each family.
Hang on. I need to have a quick look at this.
So you have to do so many things in that year. And you're getting attacked by like monsters or aliens, something like that. But when you're doing the battles, it's like a grid system. Similar-ish to like Fire Emblem.
I think it was me.
But yeah, it was sick. So say like if your family died, you would get a new family, but they wouldn't be as good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the first families were like the best ones. You had to like keep them alive. It was just a very unusual.
Because I could say that logo looked very familiar to me.
Yeah, so it was just one of them, and I've been thinking for years. Oh, I'm gonna look at what. Like, do you know when you just have like a really crap description in your head? And then I was talking to you about AI the other day, and I was like, oh, AI, that'll know the answer. So I just basically put this crap description in, and it was like, I think you're talking about Massive Chalice. I was like, oh, no way.
Actually,
I found it.
Well, it's not. Well, I'll ignore what I was just about to say because it's not relevant. Shit, this game's on lots of core memory. Fucking hell.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, I'll buy it. I wonder if it's on Switch. It's on hardly anything. It's on Xbox, obviously, Steam, and a couple of other things. Like,
All right.
And I was like, just get out.
Let us have it, please.
The soundtrack's very depressing, but with like a couple of like light tones in it. This one's the end credit theme. Or like one of the end.
Yeah, yeah.
It might be the after battle one actually. But yeah, I was debating putting like the Battlefield music in it because it is like, to be fair, it would have fit really well with like the rest of our playlist. It's like war drummy.
I don't know. I feel like you've had a good mix.
Just a cool little indie game. What popped into my head literally.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a core memory. If
So
I
might be stealing my Xbox One back off my dad to play it.
So my number 4 is, I've just said mine's very dark, is Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, it's ruining your streak.
Yeah. I don't know, I might have picked one which is...
Some of these are so good. Oh yeah, I love this one.
So if you don't know, Sea of Thieves, pirate multiplayer game, and I heard this and just fell in love with this rendition of We Sail Together. It's so good.
I'd never really listened to anything off this game, and then it popped up on one of my lists. I think it was like, what was it exclusive to? Was it exclusive to Xbox One and PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, we're going to have to add it in. That's well worth adding in.
Yeah,
We've never talked about it.
I played this game very briefly, and it is good fun.
My brother's absolutely annihilated this game. He showed me when like you get attacked by the Megalodon and all.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so hanging that. And he's like, look, I'm patching my boat up. I noticed.
But yeah, I just love this rendition because normally sea shanties are very like high and very happy. Obviously, you sat there with your mates, a few beers in, you know, chanting away, singing. And I've noticed a lot of people now have started doing like these darker. Because Arknights did it with one of their characters, Upi.
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah, I played it, and it's like what they've done is turned a sea shanty, but then made it one singer. That obviously insinuates all of his crewmates are dead. and he's just the last one there. Like, yeah, you can't kill me. Shit. But this one's just very dark, and even though it's called We Shall Sail Together, and there's little for people, it just doesn't fit the whole pirate vibe.
Yeah, I did like how the girl or the child, I'm not sure, has like a really high voice, but the rest of the crew is just like really dark.
Yeah.
But a lot of the shanties were really cool, and then like the atmospheric and battle themes were pretty cool as well.
So, top 3 business now.
Oh, both our top 3 is the same.
Yep. So my third is Cuphead. Yeah, again, this game came out of fucking left field.
This game blew up.
I remember it getting announced and everyone just went, what the fuck?
This is one of them soundtracks what's just an enigma. Like you actually hear songs off this on the radio in the UK on like classic FM, and so you're like, what?
Because this game was all hand-drawn, page by page.
Yeah, I don't think it was one of the first indie big ones, but this one was like...
It blew it up.
It basically just put the rest on its back and was like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, this game did so much for the indie scene. And I'm kind of glad Xbox picked it up, because that must mean they've gone to loads of other companies, and Xbox just went, yep. They probably saw it, just went, yeah, this is going to make money.
Yeah, so this was another PC Xbox exclusive, but once I seen that on the list, I was like, are you putting in? You're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like this one, I love because it just fits that retro cartoon, like jazz. Like if you think of when it was sort of based on, which is like 1940s cartoons or something.
Yeah, it's very old.
Like it just, cause back then jazz was like the thing.
Actually, wasn't a massive fan of the soundtrack when I first heard it, but like, obviously over the years, just like, yeah, I'm wrong on that one.
It's just so like boppy. And it's so fast paced as well.
Yeah.
But since we've got to talk about a bit more, we'll quickly go over to your one, which is Inkwell Isle 1. Oh, you just picked the map theme.
Yeah, I thought I'd go for more like a joyful video gamey.
I feel like this is going to be one of those games where people will still be playing this 30 years on.
Yeah, if not, the soundtrack will just always stick around. But yeah, this is a lot more chirpy. Like I say, fits the more.
It's so funny how we both agreed on one game and we put in this same position.
Yeah, that is weird.
But yeah, I feel like that's enough for Cuphead. We all get the vibe, and we know how much of a smash hit this was in the indie scene, and which made even normie gamers look at the indie scene.
Yeah,
because I feel like gamers, especially on Steam, looked at indie games because we already had loads of them which were hugely successful. But on consoles, you didn't really have indie games at this time. And then this game comes out and everyone goes, what other ones are out?
There's so many. But yeah, this one will be an enigma. So this is my non-exclusive. The Dawn Will Come from Dragon Age Inquisition. So there's this version, there's the cutscene version, and then there's the main theme. All three of them, possibly one of, like in my list of favourite video game themes. I love this.
Okay.
Yeah, when basically a lot of bad stuff happens at the start, and then you all have to retreat, sort of thing. And then when you like set up camp somewhere, like the priest woman starts singing this, and then all the main characters just join in over time. I remember when I was playing, I was just like, but yeah, just class. Love my chance. I was debating to put the main theme on because it's more like action based.
Yeah, yeah.
It uses like the song as like the motif, but like hard hitting with the horns and the strings and stuff. But I thought But I'll just get a chant in it. It's not
To be
something
fair,
you play.
I like how soft it is.
I think this plays on the main menu and then a couple of places in the game. Yeah, I bashed this for like 100 hours and then just stopped playing it. I think I own the DLC for this game but haven't played it. It's just one of them. I think maybe got a Switch somewhere around this.
Maybe, yeah. This came out, I think, quite late in the Xbox
did
One
I get
line.
a free? I think I got a 3DS, so I didn't have to. No, I think I got the 3DS, so I didn't have to carry my 360 around. Yeah, whatever the timeline was.
But yeah, this it's like not a lullaby. It's what the fuck's
It's
it
just
called
like
now?
a chamber choir.
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. Like a sending off.
Yeah, like
that
sending
sort of
off
thing,
sort of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole game, some of the battle themes are really cool. Like the very orchestral, drum heavy, just with like a couple of motifs mixed in. And the game itself, just that motif's just so good. But yeah,
So
just one of
my number
favourites.
2 is one I've never played, but I know a bit about. To a number 1 is I have a feeling is what birthed my favourite Castlevania game. So I have got to show a couple of these because, and I immediately just off the notes just went Ender Lily.
Or was this an arcade game or?
It was an indie game. I don't know if it's arcade because it did come out on the Game Pass at the same time. But it's very like dark, mysterious, dreadful. Some keywords there.
Yeah, that monster looks pretty grim.
But then the piano is quite like hopeful. But we will go to the second song, which is The Ballad of Ariel and Bast. You get again like more dread.
Just the atmosphere when you're playing this must be like.
Yeah. This is why I picked it. I said like, this is just Ender Lilies before Ender Lilies.
Right.
And I didn't know about this game.
Maybe this will be a download for you then.
Yeah. But then the one which seems to be the crowd favourite is Through the Caverns We Go, which is very different.
This is definitely a chase or something.
But it completely changes the vibe of, instead of like I'm being hunted and so I'm on the hunt now.
It still has the in the background. But yeah, it always goes with like the very back of it is dark, but then the top bit's like really
Yeah.
like hopeful, like you say. Yeah, I might have to give this check this soundtrack out. Actually, it's really interesting.
It just goes back into it and it's just so like, oh, we're ready.
Right, we've definitely found a couple of belters tonight.
Yeah, so this is the one which I was asking about because it was on Game Pass and everything. I was like, oh, did we say that was a rule?
Like you say, you had a free pick anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I fell in love with this soundtrack and just went, this might have been the birthplace of Ender Lilies. Like the game devs might have played this game and went, we've got an idea.
Do a bit of digging, watch some interviews or something.
Yeah.
I'll see if anyone's any down.
Yeah. Because I'd be interested in this because I literally just looked at a random list and saw a walk in the dark and just went, I wonder what that doesn't say anything. So I had a look and just went, oh, okay.
This is definitely a Dean game as well.
Yeah.
rhythm is just nice.
Yeah, I know, innit?
Delicious. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's class. Oh, the moderation in the background, my favourite. Yeah, this is mixing like a lot of just beautiful sounds together.
But like the whole vibe carries out through the whole soundtrack, and it's just, I don't know how the fuck indie devs are this talented.
Yeah, I can tell why that's the favourite.
But yeah, indie devs are so talented when they're not releasing just like slop after slop. Like the hardcore indie dev scene are fucking mental. Because they're like, oh, we've got a team of 3 people. I'm doing the coding, he's doing the story, and he's doing the music. Let's see what happens. Oh, great, we've sold 5 million copies. I don't know how many copies,
right.
but like, look at like Hollow Knight. I'm sure that started off with like a team of 6 or something.
Like 3 what made Silk Song.
Yeah. It's like 3 or something, and it's just there like, indie devs, you do need a fucking round of applause, because you guys are generally saving gaming. Like bringing stuff even like this back in the day. Showing the love. But my first one, and I have a feeling that this also helped influence Ender Lilies,
Right.
of showing Castlevanias can have a story.
Gareth Cocker does loads of soundtracks as
Yeah.
well.
But this game yet again came out of nowhere and blew everyone away, because it was absolutely stunning to look at.
Was it not this and Hollow Knight what basically paved the way for Metroidvania?
Yeah, to bring Metroidvanias back.
So I didn't listen to all this soundtrack ever. I only listened to a couple, but just pure class.
Funny enough, I did play the second one of this.
I know you can buy them as a bundle.
But yeah, I played Ori and I was instantly just fell in love with this game. Because it was absolutely stunning to look at, no matter what screen you was. It was...
It went like the movement on it, like unbelievable as well, just like really smooth.
Oh, the movement on it was sick.
I remember you being like, "Oh, what's this?" And you just like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
But yeah, that's my number one, Ori and the Blind Forest. I love that game.
So this is another one of my favourite video game songs from one of my favourite video game soundtracks. It's Sunset City from Sunset Overdrive. And this was the first game I got with my Xbox One. This might get blocked.
Yeah.
Because it's the full soundtrack is original punk songs, but by real bands. So there's all sorts on there. Just tons, Cheap Trick.
I remember this game because it is when Xbox just went, let's just make a silly game.
Oh, such a good game. It was like, I have it in my head, it's got loads of different modes in it. I feel like there's like a
No, there were like
Splatoon.
loads of different like...
I feel like there's a Splatoon-y sort of one where
Yeah.
you got to cover so much ground. It was like a defend your base one. But
They were all like little side missions and stuff.
one of them was you finish a quest on it and it says the achievement for it is you definitely looked on Game Facts for this. But yeah, just a banger soundtrack. Like when I put the whole Xbox One soundtrack on shuffle, and every time a Sunset Overdrive one comes up, it's like, yeah.
No, this game, I will say, revitalised like the open world genre because of the movement in it. Is everyone's used to movement of being like dead realistic and dead plain. Then this comes out and you sat there jumping up walls, zip lining, and
Just added all fun. It was just basically a load of fun games put together, like Jet Set Radio, Tony Hawk style movement with other games movements in it as well. Just do all sorts of mad shit in it. It's so good.
oh, this
I feel like
game was a delight.
I feel like the combat was fun as well. But this was another one where I just bashed it until I finished it and then just stopped playing it.
Yeah.
But I remember, because I thought, is the soundtrack just real songs? So I thought, I'll listen to a couple like the battle themes and defend your base themes and all that, and like electro, hardcore sort of ones, and they're bangers as well.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I knew I knew this was going to be your number one, because even I was just there like, no.
Just gonna put this in.
I was just there like, no, instead I'll do, because normally one of us put nostalgia as our number one, so like, yeah, R is mine. That's weird, that sentence coming out. Nostalgia for an Xbox One game.
Do you want to know something that's disgusting? The Wii U is now classed as classic game,
yeah,
retro game.
Yeah.
Gross.
But yeah, no, this game was just a delight to play. When everything was going dead serious and dead gritty, and then this game comes out full of colour, and you're so like, oh.
There's one mission on it where you've got to save. Basically, these nerds have survived.
Oh yeah.
And they've managed. I think it's like a burger place that's shaped like a castle. So basically, they all like proper D&D nerds sort of thing.
Yeah.
And, one of them's the king, and he's got his own little tube where they play it on the loot. It's just class. What a great game. This is another game that I'd like to read.
I'd like to go back and
I
stream
wonder
this
if this
game.
is on PS5.
No idea, because they've been releasing a lot of shit on it. Yeah, no. Yeah, so
that was by the Bronx, by the way, but it is off a real album, so that one's probably get hit by copyright, but it was worth playing.
So, well, I've got to say for you, the most surprising one was 100% ReCore.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that game.
If I never play the game, I think I will give the full soundtrack like a proper both earphones and listen to. See,
100%.
Maybe overall of the Xbox One, what was your final thoughts for it?
I was pleasantly surprised, because I remember it being a very serious console anyway, and I knew, like, with my list, it was all quite dark and everything, but it was all very, like, put together, and it actually had a soul to the music. So I was actually quite pleasantly surprised with everything.
Cuphead's just like that on your podcast. Everything else is like, wow.
Everything else is like grey, dark, miserable, and then there's just Cuphead.
But yeah, you had the last two soundtracks you put on were really beautiful. I loved them. Yeah, definitely going to give them two a good listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I might make a playlist then. Ori, Walk in the Dark, and ReCore, and give them a good listen.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah. So like you said, pleasantly surprised. Obviously, it was hard work.
Oh yeah.
Coming up with a list.
Yeah, we had to put a few rules in there so we could do this episode.
So I thought it was a good episode in the end. At first, I was a bit like.
No, I am actually surprised the sounds we've got out of that, because it was a lot of it were like not samey but same instrumentals.
It's the same like theme in like dark, military, sci-fi, them sort of vibes.
But I feel like the top 5 then flips it.
Yeah, there's a couple of us like Inferno from Mick Gordon and stuff. And obviously Sea of Thieves. Yeah, Sea of Thieves was I can't believe I'd never listened to it. And Ori as well. Just like, I've never listened to them. Thank you to anyone watching, and obviously the usual bump. Follow, subscribe, like, heart, whatever it is on your platform. If you feel inclined, send us some love.
Please.
Let us know in the comments what you thought about the Xbox One, and if we missed anything as well.
Yeah, if you feel like, because I did put Xbox One and Game Pass releases, if you feel like we've missed any games, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I also, yesterday, so it's like I said, I found the massive Chalice, and I was like, oh, I bet there's so many what are just like,
yeah,
so many hidden ones in there. So yeah, maybe we can revisit stuff or do like a spotlight or whatever.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And we'll carry on for a bit, but
have a nice week.
see you in a bit.
Goodbye.
Bye.